Hi, everybody. So glad you're with us. Joe Tessitore alongside Teddy Atlas, and we welcome you to the New York Arena in Midtown Manhattan. Our main event should be a good one tonight. 10 rounds of heavyweight action. Great atmosphere here tonight. You talk to everybody ringside, and they expect this one to be a barn burner. George Foreman's making his way to the ring now, and you can see how focused he is on the task at hand. Butterbean's ring walk is one of those ring walks where you realize how attentive this fighter is. This is a guy who has his eye on the prize and nothing will distract him.
In the blue corner, with a record of 76 triumphs, with 68 knockouts and 5 losses, by way of Marshall, Big George Foreman. And his opponent across the ring, professional record, 77 wins, with 58 knockouts and 8 defeats, coming out of Bay City, Butterbean.
Remember, guys, obey my commands at all times. Let's have a good, clean fight. Touch them up.
Well, they're scheduled to spend a half an hour swapping leather. This a 10-rounder. Scores up top with a left. Tucks those elbows in, blocks the body shot. Puts forth the hook, scores with it. Well, there's an expectation of a spectacular ending anytime George Foreman is in the ring. Is that what you expect tonight, Teddy?
Yeah, I do, on either end. Because George Foreman, as much as he can end the night, he can have a night ended possibly for him, because as dangerous as he is on the offensive end, that is how vulnerable he leaves himself sometimes on the defensive end.
Big uppercut right on the mark. Teddy, what role can the fans play on the fighters, the atmosphere of the arena, when they know there's two guys meeting up that can bang?
An immature fighter, a less experienced fighter, can get caught up. He can try to satisfy the audience. That's a quick way to be going to the shower earlier than you wanted to.
Able to dismiss that body shot. Move your head. George Foreman's left, working well that time. Halfway through round number 1. Foreman's rocked by a huge hook to the head. So many times you hear of an early round where they're just feeling each other out. No way. Not these guys. Straight to action.
Well, if they can keep this up, they're both going to have headaches, but we're going to have a special one on our hands.
Butterbean's able to land a good, solid left hand. George Foreman's jacked up by an uppercut. He missed with that headshot. Back and forth exchange.
Oh, hands up, hands up.
Keep it going.
Well placed, straight right hand. Final 10 seconds. Comes right back at him with a left hand. to the head that time. So they close out that round. Joe and Teddy with you ringside. Teddy, I know you watch very closely how these trainers go about their business. You were under the tutelage of one of the true legends of the game, the great Customato.
Yeah, I mean, I was fortunate. Quite honestly, those opportunities, situations probably don't exist anymore because we've lost a lot of those, really great trainers and managers that boxing was their whole life. I spent 7 years with Customato, and they learned the nuts and bolts from a physical, technical point of view of what's important to give to a fighter, but the psychological part. To understand the pressures that a fighter is under, the fears that a fighter deals with. And if you don't understand that, all the other things don't mean anything. Because you have to understand how a fighter is feeling to understand why he's behaving or not behaving a certain way.
I like that step back right there. Just enough to be out of danger, but still close enough to then land the counterpunch.
Well, that's what happens when you have that kind of experience. You're calm enough to know that range. Know where the beginning of the punch and the end of the punch is.
Not able to land the headshot. And makes that nice right angle on that hook upstairs. Able to land another power shot early on here, Teddy. Does he have to worry about trying to keep up this pace?
No, I don't think so. If he keeps at this pace, he's not going to be around to worry.
Takes one, but gives one. Good work by George Foreman. A well-placed left hand up top. Nowhere close that punch by George Foreman. Oh, they both land flush with uppercuts.
Keep your head moving.
Trying to take away the wheels, going to the body with the double jab. Halfway through this round here. How about that left hand? Hits him in the mug with the right. He clinches when he gets to the inside. Scored well up top. Nice strike after catching one by George Foreman. Final 60 seconds after 2 minutes of pure fury. Butterbean's left now getting into the mix. Foreman's putting his punches together now. That's a nice combination. Now he ties up there. Good defense upstairs to stay away from that offensive assault. Good solid hook from Big George. Targeted counter punch by George Foreman. Crashes home with the uppercut. Effective work with that flush overhand right.
Don't stop. Don't stop. You gotta keep working. You can get ahead, but you gotta keep working. Listen, best defense is to throw punches. You need to throw more punches.
Number 3 is underway.
You need to keep that head.
A little give and take, and here comes the left hand. Needs to improve that accuracy, missed with the headshot. Foreman crushes home a left.
Stay away from those. Come on.
Good flush shot upstairs. Little head hunting with the left.
Keep working the body.
Able to get rid of that one. Pulls the trigger right away with the left hand after getting tagged himself. That's where he wants to be able to do some damage with his opponent backed up against the ropes. George Foreman's hurt from that. He got rocked. He just got rocked, and he's still taking punches.
The only way right now is to grab on a little bit, stop this flow.
George Foreman's punch didn't come close. Tough to get rid of George Foreman. No rope-a-dope tonight. No surprise, Muhammad Ali coming at you with right hands. Foreman withstands that. You see him holding on. Foreman's impressing the judges and himself with that right hand. Took a shot, now he gives a left. Good way to protect the midsection. Yeah. 10 seconds to go in this third round. How about a return to sender with the left hand?
Let's see some more head movement. Let's see some more head movement.
And round 3 comes to an end.
Keep it up. You're making this harder than it is. Focus for me.
Cut his movement off. Keep counterattacking him, okay? When he throws, make him miss and count. Jab is really working good, all right? Just keep using the jab. Gotta keep the jab moving.
Butterbean's out in front as we take a look at Teddy's scorecard for the first time tonight, but they're still in a mode of just feeling each other out. Neither man has taken control of this bout so far. Foreman's dealing with the aftermath of being rocked, but yet he hasn't changed anything. He's still sticking with that style.
Well, that means panic has not set in. That's a good thing, Joe. He still believes he can get this thing done the way he came here to get it done.
Teddy, what would you recommend based on what we're seeing here tonight?
Well, 2 aspirin and then, oh no, actually I would say a little counterpunching would be just what the doctor ordered.
That's a better prescription for him.
Hit the body. There you go.
$90 seconds to go in round number 4.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, and he's got something for him himself, and it's a left hand. Solid. He was standing up to it, but now he goes down for the first time. This fight is over. George Foreman's corner is already celebrating. His opponent unable to beat the count.
Ladies and gentlemen, by knockout, your winner, Big George Foreman.
Well, he only went down once. Unfortunately, he stayed down. Butterbean's flattened here in our main event. For Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore. Have yourself a great night.